Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. Well, a lot of you guys know that I run almost every day. Yeah, it's part of the high carb lifestyle, right? You have all this great energy and you just want to do something with it rather than just sit down all day. You just want to naturally get outside and do stuff. So I like running now because it's just so natural and easy. I don't have to like text people to meet me at the basketball court or anything like that. It just, something you can just do spontaneously. Anyway, those of you that have been following me on Strava.com, and I'll put a link down there if you haven't already, it was where I log all my runs and my bike rides for that matter. You guys have been noticing a weird change up in my running for the longest time. About 2 years ago, if the old timers might remember a video I did about how I trained to get, for me, what was then a pretty fast 5K time. And I did it by not doing any fast running. I did it by what was known as Zone 2, just doing lots of miles at the slow pace to build up my endurance base, which actually makes you a faster runner, strangely. Anyway, I had been doing that for about a year and a half. When I ever get into a new sport, I like to do it right. I like to start with the proper fundamentals. And I was reading books on like how Kenyans start, like as kids, they run back and forth from home to school every day barefoot. They don't like run necessarily super fast, but just something they've been doing for many years before they ever put on a pair of running shoes and then try to run even faster. So I thought it would be a good idea to have a good running base before I even started to do a bunch of fast runs. I know a lot of people that started running more recently than I have that have progressed more quickly than I have. They kind of put in like, almost 2,000 miles of base running like I did. Subsequently, many of them, pretty much all of them, have suffered running injuries in that time. So this is why I can't emphasize enough how important it is to build up a big base. Is it necessary? No, but I've been going now over 3 years, and if you look at my Strava records, not one break at all. I haven't had to like sit down because of injuries. That's almost unheard of. Go talk to your running friends and ask them if they've been going injury-free for 3+ years. It's pretty much unheard of. So that's what I recommend. Build a strong base, build your body, get your bone density, your joints and tendons and ligaments, strengthens them all up for the pounding that you will receive once you break out of long, slow running, like I did for about almost 2 years. Yeah, I have extreme patience, huh? So after all that, yeah, my endurance is top notch. I could bang out half marathon runs, 10-mile runs on back-to-back days, 50-mile weeks, no problem, no fatigue. But I wanted to get faster, and I saw my friends were getting faster, so I had to join in and do more speed work, more tempo runs, more hill sprints, and just flat out sprinting too, like doing 400-meter time trials, 1 kilometer, stuff like that. And it's been super helpful. And one thing that really helped me out a lot was a website, Macmillan Running. And I want you guys to all go there if you're interested and you're serious about your training, and read their article there called their 6-step training system article. It tells you what paces you need to run in order to improve not only your endurance for long distance, but like stamina and speed. So I knew exactly what kind of tempos, given where I was at the time, what kind of tempos I should be training at in my tempo runs or in shorter runs, like say my quick workouts, like say a 1 kilometer, a 400-meter sprint, something like that. And also their pacing calculators. Those things are awesome. You got to check them out if you haven't already. Like say you know what your 5K time is, punch it in there, and it tells you what a comparable, say 1 mile, how fast you should be running a 1 mile, or a 10K, or half marathon, or 400 meters, whatever. Those calculators are awesome. I use them all the time. So I use those technologies before I go out on my run. And when I'm actually on my run, I can't recommend enough how important it is to have either a GPS-enabled watch device like a Garmin, or at the very least a smartphone. And that's what I use, since I already spent the money on an iPhone 5 a year and a half or so ago. Just strap it on my arm. I use this really rad app. It's called Wahoo Fitness. I love it so much. I have it set up so that every quarter mile it announces to me all this data. I don't even look at the phone. I just turn the screen off. It tells me what my current pace is, my current lap pace, because often I'm trying to hit a certain pace when I run. It's nice to know every quarter mile, are you hitting it, are you going too fast or too slow, so you can adjust. So get something to help you with your pace. So now doing all this speed work and knowing what paces I need to run, I'll go out and just run my own time trial. Say I'm feeling good, I want to try to beat my personal best in a 1 mile run, which I just did a couple days ago. I know what pace I want to do from looking it up on the Macmillan calculator, and I just have the watch tell me every quarter mile as I'm running around the track or whatever what pace I'm at. So what's the upshot of this? Have I been getting faster as a runner? Yes, I certainly have. I mean, I'm on this rhythm now, like almost every week I break a personal record at a critical distance, being like 1 kilometer, 1 mile, 5K, 10K, or half marathon. In fact, just last week on the holiday 4th of July weekend, in an 8-day stretch, I broke my 1K PR, which was 3 minutes and 43 seconds. I got my fastest half marathon. I actually entered my first race as a half marathon. I did it kind of conservatively, but I still got a PR of 1 hour 46 minutes. I think I could have pushed a little bit faster, but I had no one ahead of me to chase. And just a couple days ago on the track, I did a 1 mile at 6:19. These records are my personal records. Yeah, they're not elite times by any stretch. But if you go back in my training logs from, like, say, a month ago or 4 months ago, these times are much quicker. So I suspect in a few more months, I'm going to break those. I'm pushing for like a sub 6 minute mile, so on and so forth. So yeah, this is the way I found that works for me. Build up a big base. As long as you can be patient about it, then after that, systematically work on your speed while maintaining your base that you built up for all that time. And something I can't emphasize enough is consistency. If you look at my logs on Strava, like I said, I'm always running. At least, what I'm doing average is 30 miles a week. But even on a low mileage week for me, it's about like 20-ish miles. So consistency is huge. Always get out there, try to move your body every day. If you can't go running, go for a walk, do something, but be active. That's my tips for you guys. So post your comments and questions and tips down below. Share with me how you have improved your speed as a runner. Have you been doing it differently than I have? I bet you have, because this is what I found has worked for me, and it's a little bit different than, I guess, the traditional way that runners work. But yeah, share your experiences for sure. I'd love to hear, since I'm still a student of the sport by all stretches. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe for more fitness and food and vegan tips from me and Angie. And like this video if you got something out of it, share it with some of your running friends. And that's it, guys. So remember, after you're done with your run, when you get back, keep it carb, baby. Keep it carb. I just smashed my 1 mile and 2 mile personal best. I think I beat my 1 mile by about 20 seconds. So that was pretty good. I'm pretty happy right now.